So today, we're going to take a look at a scenario where every single country in the world disappears except for Europe, and they're going to have to recolonize the entire world. As you can see, there are no borders anywhere. Every country has just disappeared, and Europe is going to have to recolonize. Everybody knows about Europe and their colonizing history. And so if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like on it and subscribe to the channel if you are new. All the support is greatly appreciated as we try to reach our goal of 5,000 subscribers by the end of this year. So yeah, let's get right into the scenario. So Europe here is going to have to colonize. Now, of course, a lot of these countries, especially the Western powers, have a long history of colonizing. But now some of these other countries are going to have a better opportunity, such as Ukraine or Belarus, who have a lot of land to expand on. They can go all the way to the Pacific. Now, you might notice that I didn't include all of Russia or Turkey in this video. There is Kaliningrad and Thrice, though, because those are their European parts. But I just thought it'd be more entertaining if there's a huge amount of free land over here that these countries could get. And if Russia was still here, they would probably get almost all of Asia, and that wouldn't be as fun. And so now let's get started with the colonizing. The first country to make a move is actually going to be Spain. And they're going to claim a nice chunk of land in northern Africa. Soon France will make a claim over much of northern Algeria, as well as Tunisia, and Italy over in Libya, and then Greece over in Egypt. We also have Turkey making a claim in, Turkey. Then we have Greece moving in and cutting them off. Now that's going to create some more tension between the two countries that already don't like each other, so we'll have to keep an eye on them. We now have Great Britain, who has a long history of colonizing, over 25% of the world, which is insane. They're going to not go to Africa for now, but they're actually going to go and they're going to make their first claim over North America, where they make a claim over a lot of the New England area and New Brunswick and southern Quebec, as well as Newfoundland and some of Labrador, as well as this island. But now let's move over to Eastern Europe, where, as I said earlier, all these countries can just go all the way out here. And they're just going to start small. They're going to expand their borders just slightly. Nothing too crazy. So now that's Ukraine. Then we have Finland moving in and taking over the Colon area. I'm pretty sure that's what this area is called. Now we see Estonia and Latvia becoming very long. And now we couldn't have a video without some sort of war taking place. I'm sure you guys saw this coming. But we're actually going to have some more countries joining this war, such as Albania, Macedonia, and Kosovo, and Bulgaria, Serbia, and Romania, and Montenegro, and Bosnia, Croatia, and Slovenia. We've got a full-on Balkan war. And to start things off, Turkey begins to move their troops into the Greek claims in southern Turkey, and into their panhandle. Bosnia goes into civil war, and Serbia takes out Kosovo. From there they push into northern Albania and North Macedonia. Croatia makes a small push into northern Serbia, and Greece is able to push back against Bulgaria and Turkey. Now there's actually going to be another country joining the war, and that's actually going to be Italy. I know that's actually pretty surprising, but they want to reclaim some of their former lands that they may have had in previous empires, and with that, they begin to move their troops through Slovenia, taking over the country very quickly, and down into Croatia. With that, they are forced to remove their troops from Serbia, and this allows Serbia to make a large push into Croatia, as well as into Bosnia. Pretty soon the two countries surrender, and Italy makes a landing in Albania. From there it doesn't go that well, and they take out Albania and North Macedonia, and they begin to push into Greece. Greece loses all their claims in Turkey, and Turkey begins to island hop, taking over some of the Greek islands. Greece, who has just become a colonial power, does not want to lose their influence, and they're going to decide to meet for peace with all of the red team countries. And now looking at this peace treaty, we can see that the Balkans are very different. Turkey has annexed a lot of the northern Balkans, as well as Albania and some of Macedonia. Greece still exists along with their African colony, and Turkey has taken over all of western Turkey and a little bit of the Greek panhandle. Bulgaria also annexed a little bit of Greece, that way they can now access the sea. Serbia got all of Kosovo, and they also united with Montenegro. We now actually see Belarus making a move, as they're now going to claim a little bit of land eastward into Asia. Now we're actually seeing another war. This isn't really directly related to colonialism, but we have Poland declaring war on Russia. Lithuania actually helps them out in this, and Belarus comes to the aid of Russia. Then a lot more countries also join this war, and it's over pretty fast. Now we see that Kaliningrad went over to Poland, and Belarus was partitioned among all its neighbors. Back to Africa, another country is actually going to be making another colony, and this time it's going to be Portugal, where they make a nice long claim along the western coast of Africa. The next country is actually going to be France, which is going to be expanding their colony, which is now pretty large, probably about the size of modern-day Algeria. And now we actually have France making a landing down in Virginia and Carolina, as they claim a lot of this central-ish Atlantic region of America. And we have Spain taking over all the Caribbean islands, a little bit of Yucatan, and Honduras and Nicaragua, and the Floridan Peninsula. Now, I thought I would just do this here for you guys, just color in every country that's made a colony into the new land. So it doesn't include countries like Poland or Serbia who have expanded in this video, but just countries who have expanded into the new land. The red is Great Britain, the yellow is Spain, light blue is France, orange is Portugal, green is Italy, and I'm sure you can tell the rest. The next country that's going to make a move is actually going to be Norway. And they're going to actually make two separate colonies. One over here in northern Russia along the coast, and one over in Greenland. That looks something like that. And then we're actually going to have Iceland making a move and taking over a little bit of land that's not too far from home. And then Denmark's like, hey, that's my land. But is it? France doesn't have French Guiana. So Denmark's going to have to go and reclaim some of Greenland. So they go and they take over a nice large portion of southern Greenland. And Denmark decides why not, and they go and they colonize a lot of Labrador in northern Canada. This makes Britain a little bit unhappy, and so they go and they claim the rest of Quebec to prevent any further expansion from Denmark. You might be wondering why they don't just draw a line like that and be like, that's mine. Well, it's less entertaining. That's why. Back over in Eastern Europe, we actually have Bulgaria and Romania both decided to colonize. We have Bulgaria taking a little bit of land in northern Turkey, and Romania taking a little bit more. Turkey feels a little bit uncomfortable about this, but they're going to let it slide since they are allies as they both helped them take out Greece, and so they're going to be fine with it, just as long as they let them take over the rest of Turkey. They are, of course, fine with this, and Turkey is able to retake all of the land, and even Cyprus, which I know is considered European, but it's really not. It's way over here. And now we have another country, and they're going to be coming down into South America, and they're making a nice large colony here in Brazil and where the Guianas are. And try to guess which country this is. If you guess Germany, you would be correct. Spain doesn't like this, as they were hoping to recolonize a lot of South America, same with Portugal. And Spain is going to go and claim a lot of northern South, prevent Germany from expanding here. And Portugal is going to go and claim some areas of Brazil. France expanding their colony in America, and now France and Britain are going to have to decide where the boundaries lay in here. They've decided about there, and Britain is able to take the rest of all this. Now we actually have the Netherlands doing something, where they will colonize this island and some of the surrounding islands, as well as make a colony in Mozambique. And this will kind of provoke the start of the race for Africa, where we have Germany making another large colony down here, and we actually have Poland making a colony beside them. We now have the British claiming a lot of South Africa, and moving up the east coast and bordering the Netherlands colony, as well as making another colony in Nigeria. Spain expands their colony in Africa, making it a little bit larger. And now back in Europe, we actually have the Baltic countries uniting into one, and then we have Moldova uniting with Ukraine. And that's going to do it for today's video. I do have the full map here, so you guys can take a look at this, pause the video. Every country has its own color. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like on it and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Maybe I'll do a part 2 for this if you guys want. But yeah, make sure to subscribe. All support is greatly appreciated. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.